In this episode of The Big Story, the highly respected Roberts Funeral Home opens brand new facility in Old Harbour, St. Catherine. It's the company's fourth location on the island.
People used to have to travel beforehand outside of Old Harbour to seek mortuary service. But now you can come in a taxi, pay $150, come to Roberts, do what you have to do, and then go back to work.
We have a lot of clients that comes from this area. So we said, let's go to them.
The new facility, located across from Thetford Park Cemetery, has started offering a wide variety of services, and work is underway to transform the property into a one-stop shop for persons seeking to send their loved ones off with dignity.
We're going to have 2 chapels. We're going to have repasts. When we are complete, it will be the state-of-the-art funeral home. We're going to have a restaurant. Everything will be under one cover.
If you have your funeral, your big funerals, Roberts is the place to choose. If you're having your small funerals, Roberts is the place to choose.
And another reason to choose this 100% Jamaican company is the high quality of service being offered, service with compassion.
They always care. All the bodies go there well taken care of.
Everyone that comes through our doors, with or without money, must lay to rest with dignity.
I'm a licensed funeral director, certified embalmer.
And the new location promises good social responsibility, a significant hallmark of the other 3 Roberts Funeral Home branches.
The money that we earn, we help people to go to school, go back to university, take care of elderly people in the community. So God help us to help these people. So when we expand, it's not just for us, it's for everybody.
Best in town.
Stay with us as we go beyond the sound bites and the headlines in this, the Jamaica Beacon's Big Story. A sign bearing a promise, one that has been fulfilled to a large extent after being in the making since 2021. The industry-leading Roberts Funeral Home officially opened its brand new operation in Old Harbour, St. Catherine on Saturday, January 11, 2025. The business owner, Telbert Roberts, is as elated as much as he is optimistic about his 4th location on the island of his birth.
Old Harbour is one of the most developing communities in Jamaica. And the amount of schemes that are being built in and around Old Harbour is phenomenal. So therefore, people used to have to travel beforehand outside of Old Harbour to seek mortuary service. But now you can come in a taxi, pay $150, come to Roberts, do what you have to do, and then go back to work, and you have your day's pay at work still. First time you'd have to go to elsewhere, and it take you a whole day to take care of one business at a funeral home.
His partner, Salome Roberts, told the Beacon that the establishment of the multi-million-dollar Old Harbour operation is in response to the high demand for the company's services in the area.
People always say to us, why don't you try Old Harbour? And I said, no, it's too far. But we have a lot of clients that comes from this area. So we said, let's go to them and see what happens. So that is the reason why we decided to come to Old Harbour. People ask us to come. So that's why we're here.
Between 2010 to 2013, I did all the forensic pickups in St. Catherine. So I'm not a stranger in Old Harbour.
And definitely not a stranger to the local funeral industry in which the company has been operating since 1997. In addition to the new Old Harbour operation, Roberts Funeral Home has 3 other locations: Linstead in St. Catherine, Crofts Hill in Clarendon, and Ocherius in St. Anne. Of the 4 branches, only the one in Clarendon is not next door to a cemetery.
I don't know why. Commodore is next door to me. In Ocherius, they have the Ocherius Cemetery across the street. And now at Tedford, I'm across the Tedford Park Cemetery.
The new establishment, located across from Thetford Park Cemetery, or specifically at 5 Thetford Road in Churchburn, Old Harbour, sits on a 3-acre property. It is safe for people to visit there now and have their funeral arrangements done. That's despite the fact that construction work is ongoing to eventually expand the range of services available at the location.
We're gonna have 2 chapels. We're gonna have repasts. When we are complete, it will be the state-of-the-art funeral home. We're gonna have a restaurant. Everything will be under one cover.
If things goes right, we'll be having a crematorium. And one thing about the center is the amount of parking for families to park adequately. So if you have your funeral, your big funerals, Roberts is the place to choose. If you're having your small funerals, Roberts is the place to choose.
There is also beautification work being done on the property. Manager in charge of the construction project, Colin Cunningham, is proud of the work already done.
Working with Mr. Roberts was a pleasure. He's very understanding and very cooperative. So it was a teamwork getting it together. So it's not a very difficult task to do what I had to do. And I hope for this business to prosper as much as possible, knowing it's a new development for Old Harbour and the surrounding environment. And I think it was well needed in this area.
Another person who has a hand in the construction is Peter Thomas, who is responsible for the board works done on the new building.
It's a bit of elegance, as you can see. I guess you will show the people inside of the building. So the boardwork with all those molding. And it is different. You won't see any funeral parlor like this. It have a modern touch with a little Asian touch, so it make it unique.
Roberts Funeral Home is fully cognizant that having a fancy building in Old Harbour is not all that matters. The quality of service being provided is also paramount.
After being at Roberts for 22 years, I've found them to be very friendly. Whenever families take their loved ones there, and if their outfit for burial is not suitable, Mrs. Roberts would take them to go upstairs and find something different to put them in, or get her dressmaker or a tailor to build a nice suit or a dress for the person. And they always care. All the bodies go there well taken care of.
Everyone that come through our doors, with or without money, must lay to rest with dignity. Is not everyone can afford an expensive or even cheap funeral, but they must be buried. So we cater for the rich, the poor, and the unfortunate.
I'm a certified funeral director and a licensed embalmer. And I've had training in New York. As a matter of fact, I'm licensed in New York State. And I've worked there for years. And I came back to Jamaica. It wasn't easy working in Jamaica, because then when I came back, nobody knew me within the industry like this. But then I did my best. The rest was up to the Creator to give me the strength to keep going.
We have a wonderful staff. When I say, I mean wonderful. And I have to say first, thank you to all my staff. The reason being, my husband and myself could not do it alone.
Initially, when I came back to Jamaica, At my opening at Linstead office, I told the audience that I did not come back to Jamaica to compete within the industry, but I came back to complement the industry. And I have done that in a remarkable way.
Such a great asset he is to the local funeral services industry, Mr. Roberts, over the years, helped to mold a number of people who now have their own operations. Among them, Lorenza Godfrey, who was among well-wishers witnessing the opening of the Roberts Funeral Home Old Harbour branch.
Mr. Roberts is the greatest. He's a teacher for all of us. We come after, but I really feel good and I like the look based off of what I come here come see. Big up to Roberts Funeral Home. I can't separate him. He's the man for the funeral industry. For me, he's the one that put me where I'm at. Big up Mr. Albert Herb Roberts. I respect it to the best.
Tony Taylor, who has known the Roberts for more than 25 years, told the Beacon that he was instrumental in the decision to acquire the Old Harbour property, adding that it is ideal for a funeral home.
The fact that South St. Catherine is growing so much in this population, he thought that it was a good idea to come and set up shop in this area. And as I watch him grow, I know he's a trailblazer in the business of funeral service in terms of professionalism. Incidentally, he was the one who took care of my both father and mother when they passed, and the reviews have been great in terms of how he handled. And I watched him outside of that, how he conduct his business. I've been trained in a first world country in the United States, and think that he would come to Jamaica to contribute in this industry and also to give back.
I know about Robert's Funeral Home. The good service and good package. And if you don't shop at Roberts, they are earth. For we very intelligent, talk to the people good and everything. So I feel say Roberts is a leading funeral home in business right now to continue for progress and better.
My name is Eslyn Gray Green. I'm a part of the Roberts staff, and I'm with the Roberts for 3 years now. Pleasant, nice people to deal with. When you have your loved one, you can always depend on Roberts to take care of you and your loved one.
What I want to tell all the people here in Whole Harbour, you have one of the best funeral home coming into your community.
You can trust him. Everything he is, he's a man of integrity.
I've known them for over 20 years. I happened to use the service for so many times with my family, my mom, my dad, my uncle. I could name all of them. And I've got what your money's worth.
Over the years, they have been growing, but this is another step in the milestone that they have, been treading over these many, many years. And I'm happy for them to know that they are in Old Harbour, which is very close, especially to the cemetery. Roberts have made a name for themselves over the many, many years, and they continue to grow, and I'm appreciative of that.
This is Robert's Funeral Home. Dignity, that's what we deal with. Best in town. Best dress, as everybody from Linstead would say. So we're here for you, the people in Old Harbour. Come on out, support us. We're here. 20 odd years and doing well.
And Roberts Funeral Home intends to make a positive impact throughout Old Harbour, and it is not just in terms of employment it intends to provide to residents. It is bent on being a good corporate citizen in the new location, just as it has been in the other 3.
My husband decided to come back to Jamaica so we can start business and help our own. And so far, we're doing very well with that, because this is our 4th location. And for us today to open a 4th funeral home, that means we're doing something good. So I'm very happy for those that support us during the years. And the money that we earn, we help people to go to school go back to university, take care of elderly people in the community. So God help us to help these people. So when we expand, it's not just for us, it's for everybody. And I'm very happy and thank the Lord for that.
Reporting from Old Harbour, St. Catherine, this is the Jamaica Beacon.